Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Unfiltered and Off the Record. So, today I just wanted to talk about something that's kind of been on my mind quite a bit lately, and even more so the past week. And I just like to kind of vent a little bit regarding the difference between how the Moscow Police Department and the Carroll County Sheriff's Office are handling their investigations and the information that they are putting out to the public. So, we're going to take a look. Here is the Moscow Police Department website. They also have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel. Can you believe that? For those who've been following the Delphi case and who are now following the quadruple murders in Idaho, it's like night and day. But anyway, as you can see on here, there are just update after update, press conference, and then when you even click on the updates, I mean, they even have a section addressing rumors. Like, that did not happen in the Delphi case. That did not happen at all in the Delphi case. Okay, so we're going to move on and we're going to show you what you did get in the Delphi case. So here we go. Yes, those are crickets chirping. Those are crickets. Yes, they are. Yes, because we didn't get anything. I mean, we still don't have an official timeline. We do not have a cause of death. We do not have a time of death. We had nothing until the probable cause affidavit was unsealed. We really knew nothing. And it turns out, that second sketch that they put out in 2019 and told us, this is who it is, it doesn't fit the person that they arrested at all. Maybe, I don't know, 30 years ago, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. I am going to get into the probable cause affidavit and what I feel like the evidence shows us, or basically the evidence against Richard Allen. But today I just really wanted to talk about the difference in the two cases and the information that's been released. And it's really been on my mind a lot especially since the Moscow Police Department released the description and a picture of a white Hyundai Elantra that they believe may have critical information regarding the case. So this vehicle was seen right outside of the house in the early morning hours of November 13th. So they really want to talk to this person. And then you have the Delphi case, where apparently they've had video from the Hoosier Harvest Store, which is literally right across the street from the trails. And they have all the cars, going by. That would, a lot, maybe not all the cars. There's probably another way to the Mears lot and to the CPS. But anyway, they do have video of these vehicles going by, and a description of the vehicles that they were asking us about that were parked at the CPS building. And they've had all that for almost 6 years, and they've never released any of it. Now, this town is less than 3,000 people, and so all of them couldn't have fit the person that they were looking for. Some are going to be women, some are going to be children. So, that really narrowed it down from 3,000. And then if you would have added in the vehicles, Even if they showed all the vehicles that went by, they didn't even have to just show one. They could have shown all the vehicles that drove by, and they could have asked the local public or the public at large, hey, we are wanting to speak with the drivers of these vehicles. Can you please come forward? They didn't even have to single it out. But if they would have maybe done that along with showing us the video and listening to the audio, and then maybe that would have been a bigger picture. Maybe that would have been enough for someone to say, hey, I think it's so and so. Or, for instance, if they would have also added in the whatever the non-secular item is. We still don't know what it is. It's been rumored to be a rune, which is something to do with the pagan god. I believe he's a pagan god, Odin. But we like I said, we do not know if that is factual or not. But why not release that? That, along with the car, along with the video, along with the audio, may have been enough. Especially if this is a particular non-secular item that the perpetrator knows, and that person may know that the perpetrator has this particular affinity for this particular religion. So I just have a hard time understanding. I have a hard time understanding what the motivations are besides arrogance and profit. I mean, I cannot come up with a reason why they wouldn't have released this information. We've heard time and time again that they want to keep their information close to the vest, and they don't want to let the killer know what they know. Well, I can understand that on many things. I really can. For instance, the gun and the bullet. I can understand not releasing that information. You wouldn't want to let the perpetrator know that you know that information because you wouldn't want them to get rid of the weapon. But as far as the car, as far as the time of death, as the cause of death, the type of weapon, all of these things, the non-secular symbol, all of this could have been released to the public and it wouldn't have hindered your investigation because the killer already knows all of these things. How could that have hindered your investigation? How could that have hindered the investigation in any way to release the non-secular item or descriptions of the car? You'll never make me understand how that could have been hurtful or harmful to the investigation. So, it just feels to me like there were reasons that they didn't want the crime to be solved. Or, let me rephrase that. That maybe they didn't want the crime to be solved before they had to solve the crime. Because this case brought them a lot of publicity, a lot of attention. They were able to use the murder of these girls to get grant money to redo the trails and fix the bridge, and the families raised money and to build this ballpark, which yes is wonderful. I'm sure the Abby and Libby would love that. But to start on something like that right after the girls are murdered, when I feel like anyone else would have still been hunting this killer, and that would have been the only thing they would have been thinking about at that point, right after the murder. It makes me uncomfortable. It really makes me uncomfortable, and just the fact that the families have been so incredibly supportive of law enforcement even though it's, taken so long to solve this case, or we don't even know if it's solved. I'm going to quit saying solved. I'm going to say make an arrest in the case. Um, I don't quite understand that either. I feel like um, any family would have been like extremely frustrated at this point after so many years. But instead, we have the family being supportive, and Kelsey German actually did an interview. It couldn't have been more than just a few months before the arrest, where she said that she doesn't believe that law enforcement should release more information. I was kind of like, what did you say? Anyway, that's not the only time Kelsey German has made me say, what the fuck? But anyway, this isn't about Kelsey. No hate, no hating on Kelsey here. So, I this isn't about accusing the family. I can have sympathy for the family, but I can also call out things that I see that seem a little bit off, and I can certainly understand when I hear conflicting statements and all of that. Does that mean that they had any involvement in this? No, it absolutely not. It doesn't. So that's not what this channel is going to be about. Unless I see some evidence of something, then I'm just going to draw my own logical conclusions and come up with my own opinions. And right now, I don't know enough to make any opinions about that. So I probably gonna get some nasty comments over that, but that's okay. Those are my feelings, and that's always what I'm gonna tell you. I'm not here for subscribers or for people to like me. I'm not here to make friends. Yeah, so I'm just going to give you my honest opinion, and if you don't like my opinions, then you have the option not to listen. So yeah. Anyway, so it just really seemed to me, and until more information is going to be released, it just seems to me that if Richard Allen really is the one responsible for this crime, that this is too many balls for me to believe could be dropped, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I just don't understand how he couldn't have been caught sooner. So anyway, so more on the Delphi case. I have a lot to talk about. So check back with me, and or subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.